Who are these rural workers? Their challenges and what can be done to assist them. It's either these rural workers are school leavers, it's either they are dropouts from school, from colleges. These can be people who have been retrenched from formal jobs, and they had to migrate from the urban areas because they could not sustain the life in the urban areas. So they find themselves joining their roots at the rural areas.
We are currently addressing challenges such as climate change, poverty, environmental degradation, and HIV and AIDS. We seek to increase participation of rural communities by introducing community trusts, youth skills development, by engaging all stakeholders, including ILO. The promotion of social dialogue is being done through an inclusive approach that accommodates local leadership. Due to the lack of services, the government is establishing health centers and improving accessibility of services to vulnerable groups, and as well as by establishing regional concentrated contract farming and many other strategies that can better the livelihood of our people.
The majority of rural workers are engaged in their small activities, on-account work, they can be family work, peri-urban and the resettlement farming. There are very few contract workers in the rural areas. No job security, no social security, no labor law to make reference to. It is the law of the jungle to those contracted to do certain tasks. So there is no protection to those people. There is need to focus on the decent work in the rural areas. As a result of the question of decent work, it becomes a dream that we are going to have a decent work in the rural setups. We believe as Labour that in order to empower and help the poor in the rural, the following must be done. We need to help to increase their ability to effectively use their knowledge and skills in the environment where they live. We need to provide them with additional skills and other support needed to increase incomes and productivity and improve their conditions We need to provide these communities with opportunities to contribute and to benefit from the collective action and to develop on their own. The bulk of the people engaged in many activities in the rural economy are women.
Ladies and gentlemen, addressing rural poverty is key. The Decent Work Country Program has paved the way for the development of the Zimbabwe National Employment Policy Framework, which outlined a coherent and a comprehensive approach to promoting decent and productive employment, critical to the eradication of poverty. The UN Joint Program for Gender Equality was born out of the Zimbabwe Decent Work Country Program. These programs have jointly benefited more than 11,000 men and women, improving employability, promoting access to employment opportunities, and increasing income for inclusive and sustainable growth in the targeted communities. Recently, we have been engaged in the alignment of our labor laws with a view to create an enabling environment conducive for fair labor standards and practices. Significant changes in the new legislation, Labour Amendment Act number 5 of 2016, include the extension of protection against child labor by increasing the minimum age of employment to 18 years from 16 years. The amendment strengthens social dialogue as a tool for the extension of legislative protection to vulnerable groups in rural areas, since they are limited in their ability to organize and form unions as their urban counterparts. In essence, the Labour Act, Chapter 2801, as amended, seeks to guarantee fair labour standards, industrial harmony, and ultimately decent work.
As the ILO has gone further to actually develop international labour standards which seek to deal with the issues of gender equality, which are the Convention on Equal Remuneration, the Convention on Non-Discrimination, the Convention on Workers with Family Responsibilities, and also the Convention on Maternity Protection. We've also developed the Convention on Domestic Workers through a recognition that a number of women are engaged in this work and require special protection. Now, within Zimbabwe, in 2014, UN agencies came together to try and deal with the various issues that affect women. And they developed what is called the United Nations Joint Program for Gender Equality. And as part of this coalition, we have 3 pillars that are being actively implemented. The first seeks to work with women in political participation. The second seeks to work with women in terms of national accountability for gender commitments. And the third pillar that the ILO is directly engaged in is in seeking women's economic empowerment and working conditions. This has been to try and improve the policies and practices that usually bar women from being able to effectively and productively engage in employment, whether it be in formal employment or in the informal sector.
The gender program in Murewa has been quite a success because the training has been done before the communities engaged in the various economic activities. So what has been important is the fact that the communities have been transformed first. There is need to transform the communities before you bring in the programs or activities, the various activities which assist the communities to be sustainable. So we started with the transformational leadership training, and after the communities had understood the importance of transformation, the importance of changing mindset, where they now believe that whatever they were doing, whatever they were engaging in, was meant for them. It was not an ILO program, it was not a government program, it was not any other NGO or sector program, but it was their program. They also discovered that in the process of gender transformation, where there's that training, there was need to transform the males first, because males are a hindrance to the transformation of women. So we had the male champion concept being developed more, so that males would not become a hindrance. So you find that the male champion concept made this program a success, because people like village heads who became male champions, pastors who became male champions, like myself, I come from a church sector, the apostolic church sector, which believes in having males as domineering over women. But you will find that I'm a male champion who has now transformed, who is transformed. I'm actually leading in gender equality. So it is very, very important that all these traditional leaders have changed. They've realized that yes, we have our culture, but we have to pluck out all those aspects which are negative in terms of gender equality.
Vanhurume ndivo vane kodzero yekutsvaga mari, asi pari zvino mukana watakapuwa nehurumende takaenzaniswa mukana wekuti munhukadzi nemunhurume tese tine kodzero yokushandira mhuri tiri pamwe chete. Baba wakabuda nekoko, ini ndichibuda nekoko, tosangana pamwe chete toita mhuri imwe chete. Tiri ipapo tikugadheni, tinorima miriwo, matomati, macauliflower, makebeji, mabhebhero, mabhatanati. Zvese izvi tinozviita tiri kugadheni. Tine nguva yatakuwana kuti kana tarima zvirimwa zvedu takuwana kusheyana, tichitakurira mhuri kumba, tichidyana nababa, uyezve takabatsirana nanababa kurima gadheni, kugobora miti, kukanya zvidhina, kuaka imba yatinoti warehouse yatakaisa masola eglobal private. Tine mishinari mitatu yatinoshandisa pakurima mubindu matiri. Tine solar panel yatinodiridza nayo. Tine petrol engine, tine diesel engine, asi dambudziko ratasara naro nderema-inputs. Dai tagona kuwanawo ma-inputs, uyezve nharaunda yatigere kune drought, mvura ishoma, bindu kwatiri tine waya yatinayo, asi pari zvino tine dambudziko remombe dziri kupinda dzichidya zvekuti tichishanda kuti tichitarisa munhu. Dai tagona kuwana waya yakaita sesecurity kuti tione kushanda zvakasungunuka. Uyezve tiri ipapo takadzidza iyo inoitwa marketing research, business proposal and record keeping. Izvi takazvidzidza kuti madzimai tive tinowandudzika pakurarama mukati medzimba dzedu, tiedze kudzivirira chinhu chinonzi violence mudzimba dzedu. Iye zvino takatambira chirongwa ichi.
But the point I want to highlight is that in the rural areas, that's where the mining starts. That's where agriculture starts. That's where tourism starts. That's where the whole infrastructure starts. That's where the water is. That's where the fishing industry starts. Unless all that is harnessed effectively, we have no economy to talk about in the world. When we look at the value chain, there are areas that we seem to ignore sometimes, but they're so important. There are big organizations in this country called like the deltas, the canes. They all depend on what is produced in the rural areas. There will never be any beer to talk about in this country unless that value chain of producing the sorghum and is brought up and processed and become a beer that then we drink in all areas. So there is that connection which is very vital for us. So that linkage must be seen as a source of empowering others, developing the rural economy. And you ignore rural economy at your own peril, we will not have any other economy anymore.